Hey guys, and welcome to Everyday Living with Simply Mercy B. Today we're going to put a twist on an old favorite, peach cobbler. We're going to make a cream cheese peach cobbler. Here are the items you would need to put your peaches and cream cobbler together. We're going to need some self-rising flour, granulated sugar, vanilla extract. I have a half a cup of milk here. In this bowl, I have some more sugar that I'm going to mix with my cinnamon. 1 stick of butter, cream cheese, hence peaches and cream. You're going to need 1 box of instant Jell-O pudding, 1 egg, and of course, the star of the show, peaches. And I like to get my peaches in heavy syrup. That's just the way I make my peach cobbler. Let's go ahead and put this together. We have a few things that we need to get taken care of before we get into making our cobbler. First off, we need to take our tablespoon of regular granulated sugar, along with 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And this is ground cinnamon. I just heard my oven go off. Make sure to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to add that right on top of there. Now, I'm a little bit extra, so you don't really have to do it on a piece of paper like this, but I like to get mine well combined by putting it on a piece of parchment paper and just using a fork to get it all mixed together well. If it doesn't matter to you, then you can skip this extra step. But I am just showing you how, I'm just showing you a different alternative. Okay, we got that done. We're going to get this right back into our bowl. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. Next, we're going to open up our peaches because we need some reserve juice. And we need 1/4 cup of reserve juice. So we're going to go ahead and pour us up 1/4 cup of this juice. Very good. And we're going to set this to the side. I'm going to go ahead and grease my casserole dish with some of this melted butter. Actually, this butter is softened. And I'm just going to take me a little bit of butter with a gloved hand and get it all nice and greased up. Now we are ready to put our peaches and cream cobbler together. To make our bottom layer, we're going to go ahead and mix our ingredients into our mixing bowl. I'm going to be using my whisk today to mix this together. But if you would like a mixer, but if you want to use your hand mixer, that is fine. So we're going to go ahead and get our flour in here. And that is self-rising flour. And this is our 1 box of vanilla instant pudding. We're going to go ahead and open that up and get it in here. And that's the small box, which is a 3.4 ounce. Give it a mix. I'm going to take my egg and add it right into this bowl here. Give it a good mix. I'm going to add it to my milk. Get it right in there with your flour mixture. As I keep paper towels handy. Going to add in your melted butter. And I'm add about a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We like those layers and layers of flavor. And get that all whisked together. Now that looks good already. This might be a game changer for that peach cobbler. Let me give mine a vigorous whisk here. We're going to take our buttered casserole dish and we're going to add this mixture to our casserole dish. Guys, this is a good time to start practicing those recipes for the upcoming holidays. And I'm going to make sure I put this evenly on the bottom of this pan. That is layer number 1. Now we're going to take our peaches and we're going to layer those right on top of our batter. At this point, you are not going to stir. You know the rules. With the regular peach cobbler, you do not stir. Oops. And I'm going to put the remaining of this juice right in there. Now me, I'm accustomed to putting nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff all over my peaches, but I am going to follow this recipe to a T. That way I know if I really like this recipe, and then next time I would definitely jazz it up to my liking. If this not approved by me, carefully set this to the side because you do not want to stir. You don't want to disturb those peaches. Next, we're going to take our softened cream cheese. That's going to make everything mix well together if it's softened. We're going to get this into a bowl. Guys, I think this is going to be a good one. Peaches and cream cobbler. Now we have our softened cream cheese here. We're going to go ahead and add our 1 cup of granulated sugar. Now a mixer might come in handy for this part, but I think I can handle not having a mixer, even though I'm making a mess. You want to get that sugar well incorporated with your cream cheese. think we're good. Very nice, very nice. Because our cream cheese is softened, you don't have to worry about the lumps. And your reserve peach juice. Carefully stir this together. I think I'm going to switch and get my whisk. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm switching over to my whisk, and this is going to make it easier to stir. We're going to bring our peaches and our batter back in, and we're going to drizzle this right on top. We're going to drizzle this right on top of our peaches and our batter. I can see where this is going to be good. You want to put it evenly as possible. Looks good. You do not want to disturb it. That's why you're supposed to kind of like, you do not want to disturb it. So that's why you want to go evenly as possible so you won't have to mix it around. We're going to take our cinnamon sugar and we're going to sprinkle that right on top of there. My. Carefully turn it. I'm going to make sure every inch gets some cinnamon and sugar. Smells so good. Smells so good. All right. We're going to put this into our preheated 350 degrees oven, and we're going to let this cook about 40 minutes or until we get a golden brown crust. Guys, I just pulled our peach cobbler from the oven, and it cooked for 40 minutes. Let me give you guys a close-up. It's very hot. I just took it from the oven. I don't want to disturb it too much. When you get your dish from the oven, you want to give it a chance to rest for a little while before digging into it. So we're going to give this about a 15 to 20 minute rest before we cut into it. Guys, we have allowed our peach cobbler a chance to rest. And now I like to examine this. This is my first time trying this particular type of peach cobbler. Put this over here. Let me get in closer. We know it has a cream cheese topping. Okay. All right, let me get you. I'm gonna get you guys in close so you guys can take a look at it and examine this with me. Bring it down. All right, so take a look. What do you think? Now, one thing I can tell you I don't like that puddle of sugar that's still there. So if I like this flavor, I will put a light dusting of the cinnamon sugar on top, or I might mix it in with that cheesecake filling. And this is after 20 minutes. It does appear to be a little bit runny. But But let's see about this flavor. Take a look at it. It is peaches and cream cobbler. Peaches and cream cobbler. Let's get more of that bread. Look, I'm over here swallowing hard. Ooh, it actually looks good. It looks good. Take a look at that. I like the way it looks. See it? It's beautiful. All right, now it's time to give it a taste. We're gonna get a little piece of everything. And the peaches. It's still hot. That's pretty good. That is pretty darn good. That is pretty good. That is good. Guys. That is definitely peaches and cream. It is good. It don't look the best. It's not the most appealing. It's not the most appealing cobbler, but it's good. I'm still eating this thing. I didn't think I would like it because I'm a visual eater, and when I looked at it, I'm like, I'm not sure about this one. But I gave it a chance to rest, and it rests for 20 minutes, and I'm sure if it tastes this good after a 20-minute rest, I bet it's even better the next day. So the next day when I try this, I'm going to jump in the comments myself, and I'm going to let you guys know exactly what it tastes like. It is absolutely delicious. I don't know what I did with my recipe, but I'm going to make sure you guys get this recipe. I'm going to link it in the comments down below, and you just might want to make this one for your holiday meal. This is a good one. It's easy, and just have fun with it. I say tweak it a little bit, but the flavors that is in here is really good. And the only thing that I know I will adjust, the only thing that I know that I would adjust in this recipe is definitely the cinnamon sugar on top. That would definitely be adjusted because I don't like a lot of crunch like that on top of the pie. I don't think it's not appealing, nor is it needed. A light dusting would have been just fine, but this pie is good. This cobbler is amazing. Guys, thank you so much. We tested another recipe. This is a winner. I enjoyed it, and I hope you try it. And if you do, please get in the comments and let me know what you thought about it, what you think about the peaches and cream. It's good. What do y'all think? Would you like to see me test the recipe once a week? Because that's what I want to do. I want to kind of like do a recipe that I haven't done before and test it. Get on here and give you my honest opinion about the recipe. With that being said, I thank you so much for hanging out with me. It has been my absolute pleasure to come to you and share with you this peaches and cream recipe. I hope you give it a try, and if you do, let me know how you like it. And until next time, I will see you right back here on Everyday Living with Simply Mercy B.